Hello, Scorpio, and anyone else who's watching. Welcome to Bunny Cat's Oracle. Or if it's not your first time here, welcome back. Great to have you here on the channel. And I want to welcome you to your December 2020 general tarot reading. I apologize, I'm a couple days late. It's been a really busy couple weeks for me, surprisingly, considering we're in lockdown in my town. But I'm here and I'm ready, and I hope you're ready. I'll be using the Thoth deck today from Aleister Crowley. This is the first deck I actually learned to read tarot cards on, and I haven't used it in a really long time. I was just kind of missing it. And it's Christmas. It's Jesus's birthday, so I got a little cross here on the cards. That's kind of fun. This isn't a particularly Christian deck, but there are a lot of Christian symbols in it. So before I start the reading, I want to say a prayer for all of you. And this is a non-denominational prayer, by the way. So whatever you believe in, or if you're an atheist, I still pray for you. I pray that you're happy, that you're healthy, that you and your loved ones are safe and protected, that you are blessed, that you're being kind with yourselves and with everyone you meet in this time, and that you're making all your best wishes come true. So let's see what we have for my Scorpio friends for December 2020. Please, what does Scorpio need to hear for 2020? Please, messages for Scorpio. And one more shuffle here. All right, I will move my cocoa aside. It's really good. I don't just drink cocoa in December. I drink it year round. I love it. Okay. Messages for Scorpio. Please. That feels pretty good. And I'll be doing my rainbow spread again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Make it nice. All right. All right, Scorpio, let's see what's going on in your present this month. December 2020, we have the Queen of Discs. Nice. We've got the Prince of Wands. Wow. We have the Princess of Wands. Oh, lots of people here in your present, hey? And the Knight of Swords. Oh my goodness, all court cards. So you may be very popular this month, Scorpio. Normally when I look at court cards in the present of your reading, I would interpret that as being your energy, but there are a lot of people here. So starting with the Knight of Swords, this is about being fearless. Knight of Swords can be a little tricky too. It can be somebody who's not very careful with their words. It can also represent an opponent. If it's your energy, though, it's about diving into something full speed and not really thinking about the consequences. So that bravery too, right? As a positive aspect. Also being very smart and logical. Queen of Discs, large and in charge, looking out for her family, her brood. Generally a very abundant card, somebody who's making the money, paying the bills, has more than enough, but very, very protective of the people around her. Prince of Wands is somebody who is very charismatic. So somebody very attractive too. It could be somebody you're dealing with this month, but again, this could be like your energy, right? Like you could be coming off as especially capable and especially charismatic this month for whatever reason. Could be entertaining a lot of people, and tons of enthusiasm here with the Princess of Wands. This is a very enthusiastic card. This could also represent you getting some very good news in the present. So take it how it resonates, and we'll see what other cards are around to get a little further into the interpretation a little later. What is in your recent past? We've got the Seven of Discs. We've got the Seven of Wands. We have the Two of Swords. And we have the Five of Wands. So I feel like there was maybe somebody difficult, or even a group of difficult people you've left in the past. Some of you may have recently left a job or felt like pushed out of a job, or even out of a group. Like if it seems like there was some competition around you. And for those of you who this was a work situation, you have my condolences. It feels like you've been having to stand up for yourself, like defend your right, to even exist or to speak. And this situation, whatever this was, whether this was to do with some family members or some competitive friends or some people in the workplace, it's landed you with the Two of Swords, which is like my blocking card. This is when you're just like, I'm done. I'm just like not talking to you anymore. I can't deal with you. I can't even, you may have blocked someone or even several people recently. Good that this is in your past and not in your present. In your present, it seems like you are full speed ahead and like coming into this much more enthusiastic type of vibe here, and feeling really in charge of your own world. So I'm getting a much, much more empowering energy from your present line than I am from your recent past. So, which is obviously a good thing. But you may be feeling a little battered and bruised or like a little bit extra protective of your own space this month because of whatever this is in the past, if this does apply to you. Definitely there's some competition around you with some jealous people. So, and this is one way that you can check if the reading is even going to resonate with you. When I say what is in your recent past, if that doesn't relate to you at all, this probably isn't your reading, but you're welcome to stay if you just find this entertaining, of course, or if you just want to hang out with me, right? Or if you want to see what else is coming up. But otherwise, I don't like to focus on the past, so I'm just going to leave that there. I want to look at your near future energy. Here we've got the 10 of Pentacles. I like it. Oh my God, we got the Queen of Wands. So 10 of Pentacles next to the Queen of Discs. So making the money, lots of money. And we've got the Queen of Wands next to the Prince of Wands. This is a divine union here. We've got the power couple. The Prince, by the way, in this deck would be equivalent to the King in the Rider-Waite and other decks that are based on that system. This is really, really cool. Very, very empowering. And we have the Three of Discs, the Works card. Wonderful. And at the top, ooh, we've got a wild card here. This is actually Aleister Crowley's like personal symbol, or his like symbol for the Golden Dawn, his like little pact or whatever. I left it in the card. I left it in the deck because this deck originally actually comes with 3 magician cards. And my original deck did have that, but I lost it over the years. And this is a replacement deck, which only has the 1 magician. So I left this card in that comes with the deck as sort of like a wild card or an additional magician. So it kind of tells me, following in your spread, that like anything can happen. Like you could be getting some really good luck out of the blue. You could be manifesting something amazing. There's definitely a very, very ambitious vibe coming through here. So whether you are the Queen of Wands or the King of Wands, whichever one you identify with, you're very, very ambitious this month, and you seem to be really blessed in the financial department. So 10 of Discs is everything you want. It could be like a happy marriage, lots of money, could be some family money. Some of you could be getting an inheritance. For others, it just seems like you're building that, right? It comes right after the Queen of Discs. Queen of Discs is very hardworking, like I said, looking out for her family, looking out for everyone, making sure that she's, the provider and has that abundance and is very, very dedicated to that. So that may be you in the present working towards securing that bag, right? So this is like incredibly positive. I love it. I love it. You also may be very attractive this month. People may be seeing you as very attractive, very powerful, very charismatic. And you may be in a very secure union. For those of you who are in some sort of marriage, it seems like a really good mix here, a real power couple, really enjoying the abundance that you have together. It feels very secure. It feels like a very strong foundation for wherever you want to go next. And you may be going somewhere next, following the Princess of Wands, which is like my enthusiastic card, and often can represent a young creative person that wants to share their talents with the world. The Three of Discs would show you actually bringing some talent out into the light, right? This is a card of cooperation. It can represent somebody artistic working in the community with other people who maybe have some money to spend on that thing, right? So for example, an architect who is building a building and working with some financiers. So it's about you taking your talents and combining them with other people who have shall I say, complementary talents, right? So working together, bringing something out into the light, also being seen as very talented, as, head and shoulders above the rest. I like that. You could even be working with 3 people. If one of these is you, for example, the 3 others may be the 3 people you're working with. So you may have an air sign, an earth sign, and a fire sign around you, not necessarily, or just somebody who's very smart, very logical, somebody who's very good with money, and then somebody who is just very talented, very enthusiastic and charismatic. It may be like a small team that you have, that you're building, right? Okay, let's see what's motivating you this month, my Scorpio. Oh, we have the sun. I love it. We also have the Five of Swords. Somebody's been burned, and we've got the Priestess. So I feel like you may have learned a secret, and I have the sense that it is about what is going on in this line here in your recent past. There were some people around you who were jealous and did not have your best interests in mind. I see that with the Five of Swords, right, as well as the Five of Wands. Competition. There may have been some sort of a loss again. Like if that applies to you, I'm sorry to hear it, but it feels like whatever was taken from you or whatever you lost or whatever you turned your back on, it's for the best that remained in the past, because where you're going is much, much better. You are following the sun. And one of the things that is pushing you forward, somewhat ironically, is actually the loss, or that feeling of loss that you experienced in the past. There's this sort of feeling like, you know what? I'm done with y'all and I will show you I'm much better than what you think I am. I have much, much, much more to offer. And I'm not this lowly person that you're trying to make me out to be. I am capable. I'm wonderful. I'm successful. I have a lot to offer. I'm talented. The sun is the card of success. And, this could also represent like a divine union in your life. Like I saw here, the king and the queen. Like we do see two people in this card. I wonder if you can see it. My camera's not really focusing very well, but we see two people with like butterfly wings flying in front of the sun. And we have a snake here that makes like kind of a ring around a mountain. And there's a feeling of just such joy, just so happy to be together, so happy to be in the light and to just be enjoying the present day. So whatever darkness you've dealt with recently, you are going to make up for that with like just pure sunshine, just feeling that sunshine. Even if it's dark outside, that sunshine in your mind, in your soul, just like let it out. I love this. The other thing about the sun I want to mention, because we do have some dark cards around it, is the sun can outshine any lesser cards, any like dark energies that are in your tarot, because the sun, we all revolve around the sun, right, and not the other way around. When you shine the sun on anything dark, like the darkness disappears, right? It's no longer there. So in the tarot, it's like this card outshines any lesser influences around it. So I like that a lot. And I feel like with the High Priestess here as well, you're very much in tune with your intuition, like very much following your calling. It's like there's an inner knowing that you know what to do and how to go about it. And I like it. I like it a lot. December usually isn't like the most ambitious month for people. It's a month when people are like winding down and going on holidays and thinking about shopping. And I feel like you are just like full speed ahead with your career. And you're like, what holiday? Like, it's not even on my mind at all. Maybe. Let's see what's hidden from you. We have the Death card, which has changed, by the way. It's not an actual death. We have the Knight of Discs. We have the Eight of Swords. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. So for some of you, this Knight of Discs is a person, maybe somebody who has held on to you for a very, very long time. Or somebody that, is like loyal. Like this is a very, very loyal card. The Knight of Discs does not give up. He always gets where he's going. He's somebody you can depend on, but he does move very slowly. So if this is somebody that's coming into your life, it's taken them a really long time to get here, and it will take them a long time to get to you. They may be even a little bit fearful for some reason. I get the feeling, some of you, it's like maybe somebody you had a breakup with in the past, because we do have the Wheel of Fortune and we have the Death card. So the Death card is about endings and change. And the Wheel of Fortune, it does represent good luck. So that could be for some of you just the luck, but it can also talk about people coming back around, somebody from your past coming back. And it seems like if this is somebody from your past trying to reconnect with you, like they are different now. Something about them has really changed. If it was a former lover that you've broken up with, like they're not the same person that you remember, and they're wanting to come back and show you, but they're terribly afraid. They are just terrified to talk to you for some reason. It could also be a friend. It could be a loyal friend. But for whatever reason, they're nervous about connecting with you. It may have been that you had a falling out, or like even a family member here, right? Like somebody that's been in your life a long time and probably will be connected to you somehow a long time, even if you don't see them every day. For whatever reason, they're nervous to come see you or to talk to you. And it's something you don't see. So keep an eye out for that. For others, if this doesn't represent an outside person in your life, it is the message of like, don't give up. Like it may be saying, you know, it's time for change. You are going through some great change. It may feel like everything has ended or like something is catastrophic, but it's not. You need only to keep going and keep working a little bit and you will get where you want to go. The message of the Knight of Discs as an energy is just keep going. Slowly but surely you win the race. Like you will absolutely get there. Don't give up on yourself. So somebody may have had to hear that. And we have an advice column here. Ooh, we have the 9 of Discs. So definitely focus on your money, your financial independence. We have the Magician. Lovely. We kind of had that here too, right? And we have the Moon. So I'm going to get one more card here at the top. Oh, we have the 10 of Cups. Oh, I love it. So you have 3 10s now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. You've got the 10 of Pentacles, you've got the 10 of Cups, and you've got the Wheel of Fortune. So that is incredibly lucky. This may be an incredibly lucky month for you. You seem to have it all going. Like you have the 10 of Cups is like the happiest card in the deck. It's about having everything, feeling really, really happy at home too. So those of you who are working from home or spending a lot of time from home, you may be enjoying it a lot more than you normally would for whatever reason, or just feeling really happy in the company of your loved ones or your loved one, if it's just one person that you're with. And I'm really not worrying about money at all. Like having a lot of money, having a lot of love around you. It's really, really wonderful. I can't stress enough. Like this is really, really positive. Okay. With the Sun, the 10s, the 9 of Discs, I love as well, because unlike the 10 of Discs, which tends to be associated with like family money and like inheritances and things like that, the 9 of Discs is independent wealth, right? It's feeling like you can rely on yourself. You don't need to rely on anybody else, and you don't need to fit into a certain box in order to get that money because it's your own, right? So I like that a lot. This card is also associated with luxury. And in this deck, it's called Gain. So you may be getting a leg up in some way. Some of you may be getting like a promotion or like a new job, or even just like a windfall of money. Like I hope so, if that applies to you. It's wonderful. And it seems to be something you're manifesting. So be careful about your thoughts. Okay. So when the Magician shows up, it says that you are like a very powerful right now. You have the energy of somebody that's creating something new, something wonderful, but you have to be careful that you don't create the wrong things, right? Like if you are feeling a bit emotional, and you might be with the Moon here, it tends to show up when somebody's feeling a little emotional or like a little fearful. You don't want to manifest those things that you're focusing on if you're focusing on negative things all day, right? So try to be aware of that. Try to bring your thoughts into like a positive direction. If you find yourself dwelling on something negative from the past or replaying some sort of past event, try to kind of like you snap yourself out of it. Maybe like snap an elastic on your wrist if that helps. And ask yourself, okay, like what would I like to see next? What would I like to bring into my life? Try to imagine a better future for yourself, because you are very, very powerful at this time. And like I said, the sun is shining and you have like everything going for you. So you just need to appreciate it and be grateful for it and bring in even more of that. Okay. Because something really great you may be manifesting, a new relationship, right? You may be manifesting all this money, but it can go either way, right? So be careful what you focus on. With the Moon here, there may have been something that actually left your life for the Moon. For whatever reason, I'm thinking about, there was an eclipse recently, November 30th, actually, there was a full lunar eclipse, which again, I'm not an astrologer, but in astrology, lunar eclipses tend to represent something leaving your life. So, and for some of you, you have left some situation, or some situation has left you, or some group of people has left you. It's like the end of a cycle, and then we have a solar eclipse coming up. I feel like it's on the 14th, but I'm not 100% sure about that this month. So you may be like recovering from something that's left, and there's something new that's going to come in. There's a new cycle that's going to come in for you. And it's a really, really positive cycle with the sun here. Like it's great. So you need to kind of keep yourself positive, even if sometimes you are feeling really emotional and some kind of like a bad mood and sort of focusing on things that went wrong. Just try to leave the past in the past this month, Scorpio. I know it's not easy, especially when you're kind of locked up at home all day, like all alone with your own thoughts. Trust me, like I know all about it. But you're really going to need to put in the effort to just stay positive, because there are so many great things available to you this month, and I love it. And I would like to, let's just get a few clarifying cards just for fun. I'm just going to shuffle my playing cards and kind of see where they fall. Okay, got one card there. Let's see what else. Anything else for my Scorpios? Okay, we got a 7 of spades. Where does it want to go? Oh, right here. Okay. And what else? Got an 8 of diamonds. Lovely. Okay. I like that a lot. Okay. Okay. All right. 4 of clubs at the bottom of the deck. When we look at the bottom of the deck, it's about your intentions, your motivations. And the 4 of clubs is like a promotion, a come up moment. It can also represent a marriage. It's like, coming into a new level in your life, like leveling up. So I like that. You are about to level up big time, Scorpio. Okay, well, let's look at what we have here. In between the Queen of Discs and the 10 of Discs, I have the 8 of Diamonds here, which is about your talents. It's about getting rewards for your talents. So it's something you've been working really hard on. And maybe something you've been developing for a very long time. This is about people recognizing your talents and you starting to see reward. And it also says, more reward is just right around the corner. So do not stop. Keep going, right? Take that Knight of Discs energy and apply it here to whatever you're learning. Even if it isn't something creative, it may just be a trade that you do. It may be, some of you may be in engineering, or you may be an electrician, or you may be, sewing something. Like whatever it is that you do in your own way, like keep doing it, because it looks like a lot of money is right around the corner. I love that. You may also be involving a partner in some way here, because, the Queen and the King of Wands together, or the Prince rather, but who is the King in this deck? Somebody may be partnering up with you to share a talent, even if it isn't like a romantic partner. It may just be somebody that you're working with. So that may be something to be open to, right? And this would be somebody very loyal, because they are surrounded by the Knight of Discs and the 7 of Wands, the card of advocacy. So I would be open to that, to a partnership this month. Also, in between the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Discs, and kind of falling on top of my 3 of Discs here and my 7 of Swords, we have a 7 of Spades. We have a 2 of Clubs. So this is a moving out of your comfort zone. 2 of Clubs is really positive. 7 of Spades is like a little bit of a warning. So this sometimes can represent a thief, or somebody, not necessarily a thief. That's like, but it could be somebody who's looking out for themselves, and somebody who is not totally on the up and up. And because you also have the moon here, which also can be associated with deception, I would just keep an eye out, or just keep an eye out, but like keep your eyes open for people around you who might not be fully honest. I wouldn't be like afraid of it, but there may be somebody in your circle too that just, it's like a bit of a gossip, or like, so I don't want you to like mistrust people, but just listen to your intuition, listen to your gut. That's always the best advice. You do have the High Priestess here, so you could be very, I don't want to say psychic, but like very intuitive this month. That's the word I'm looking for. Listen to your gut about the people that you meet, right? And the people that you trust. You may be holding your cards close to your chest this month. Because you may have a gossiper, or somebody who, would you find out what they were saying about you behind your back, or what their true intentions were? You may end up a little brokenhearted with that 3 of Spades here. So not everyone is as they appear to be, but you are in a really good place. And just be careful with people. They don't need to know every little detail about you until they are, a proven true friend or lover, right? Really great month for money, like financially and career wise. It's looking really good. So if that's your focus this month, Scorpio, that's awesome. Good time to do that. I know a lot of people aren't going to be celebrating their Christmas holidays or whatever other holidays you celebrate in the most traditional way because of the lockdowns. So if you are stuck at home, it's a great time to just work on the things that you need to catch up on, right? And there's nothing stopping you from being ambitious, and especially if you're able to work online and working from home, you may not have to, slow down and stop everything for 2 weeks, for holidays. And that might just suit you perfectly well. So I like it a lot. I'd like to get some animal cards here just to kind of close out this reading. So what do we got for my Scorpios? Let's see. Animal spirits. What does Scorpio need to hear in December? Let's see if we have any jumpers. Anyone? Any animal cards? There we go. There's one. Ooh, the dragonfly. Scorpio, I apologize. My video kind of cut out for a moment there. This is the card that came out for you when I was shuffling the dragonfly from the Animal Spirit deck. And I absolutely love this card. This card is all about, or the dragonfly is all about, I should say, having this kind of like mystical quality. Like there's a real intelligence coming through here. There's like really, really quick thinking. I feel like the way that you're thinking and communicating this month is going to be very enchanting. Imagine, if you will, you're seated outside of a beautiful pond and you're kind of watching the ducks and looking at the lily pads, and suddenly this dragonfly comes out and just sort of, flies past, and you can't help but watch it and sort of be mesmerized, right? Just the way that the light hits its wings and this kind of iridescent color. It's absolutely fascinating and beautiful and enchanting. So something about what you're doing this month, or the way that you're communicating, or just your very existence, is actually quite enchanting and quite interesting. And so I do think you are going to be getting a lot of attention. Again, tons of court cards in your spread here, right? A lot of people around. So whether these represent facets of yourself or other people is to be known. So it's going to resonate differently for a lot of people. But I do personally get the sense that there are going to be a lot of eyes on you. Like people are just going to be naturally intrigued by what it is you're doing. Now, with that in mind, there may be a few people around you that are a little bit jealous. That kind of goes with the territory, right? Even our King and Queen of Wands here, they're known to be very attractive, but they also do attract a little bit of jealousy. And unfortunately, it's just something that goes with the territory. When you're getting a lot of attention, there's always like one or two haters out there that just don't want you to get that attention. Or that attention, I should say. So keep that in mind, Scorpio. I don't want you to start a war with anybody, but do protect your energy, and you don't want to let just anybody in, and don't let it bring you down if somebody has some kind of harsh words for you or is acting sort of jealous. You should just take it as a sign that you are on the right path, that people are noticing what you're doing and are seeing you as really talented and really interesting and really intelligent. So I love this reading, Scorpio. It looks very, very positive for you. It looks very productive. I hope that you have a wonderful month, whatever it is that you're working on. I'd love to hear about it, of course, in the comments, but no pressure. And I hope to see you again on my channel really soon. Thanks again for joining me, and take very good care of yourself. Bye.